welcome to E-Town News, जहां आपको मिलेगा डेली डोज ऑफ बॉलीवुड न्यूज, फैशन ट्रेंड्स, टीवी एंड सोशल मीडिया से जुड़े हर अपडेट. A show which gives you the day's lowdown of all the best happenings in the world of glamour. तो इंतजार किस बात का? Let's take a look at today's headlines.
सोनम कपूर, आयुष शर्मा और जहीर इकबाल को सोशल मीडिया पर क्यों किया जा रहा है क्रिटिसाइज? सोनाक्षी सिन्हा के ट्विटर क्विट करने के बाद सलमान खान के ब्रदर इन लॉ आयुष शर्मा, सलमान खान के करीबी जहीर इकबाल और हुमा कुरैशी के भाई साकिब सलीम ने भी ट्विटर को किया क्विट. इन स्टार्स का कहना है वो अब सोशल मीडिया की नेगेटिविटी को और बर्दाश्त करने के लिए नहीं है तैयार. आलिया भट्ट ने भी अपने इंस्टाग्राम के कमेंट सेक्शन को आम पब्लिक के लिए किया क्लोज. बता दें, सुशांत सिंह राजपूत की डिमाइस के बाद नेटिजन्स पावरफुल फिल्म पर्सनालिटीज, टॉप एक्टर्स और स्टार किड्स को बुरी तरह से ट्रोल कर रहे हैं. वहीं सोनम कपूर ने सोशल मीडिया पर शेयर किए कुछ स्क्रीनशॉट्स और बताया किस तरह उन्हें और उनकी फैमिली को किया जा रहा है अब्यूज और दी जा रही है धमकी. साथ ही कॉफी विद करण के जिस वीडियो को लेकर उन्हें ट्रोल किया जा रहा है उस पर भी दिया एक्सप्लेनेशन. सोनम ने सबसे पहले एक अब्यूजिव पोस्ट को शेयर करते हुए लिखा, Yes, I've switched off my comment section and my parents' comment section because I don't want my 64-year-old parents to go through this. They did nothing to deserve this. And I'm not doing it out of fear, you morons. I'm doing it out of common sense to preserve my mental health and my parents. आगे सोनम कपूर ने अपने कॉफी विद करण के वायरल वीडियो पर अपनी एक्सप्लेनेशन देते हुए लिखा, Also, people are wishing death on my future children and on my family. That video you've been spouting was 7 years old when he had one film out, didn't know him, like he didn't know me and didn't say anything about me till now. Also, please go and watch the episodes where my fellow actors have maybe said much worse about me. But I have taken it in the spirit the show was meant to be, in zest. सोनम कपूर के इन मैसेजेस से साफ है कि किस हद तक उन्हें और उनकी फैमिली को बनाया जा रहा है निशाना. साथ ही सोनम कपूर ने नेपोटिज्म को लेकर निशाना बनाए जाने को लेकर लिखा है, Today on Father's Day, I'd like to say one more thing. Yes, I'm my father's daughter. And yes, I'm here because of him. And yes, I'm privileged. That's not an insult. My father has worked very hard to give me all of this. And it is my own karma where I'm born and to whom I'm born. I'm proud. वहीं बात करें सलमान खान के ब्रदर इन लॉ आयुष शर्मा के ट्विटर को क्विट करने के फैसले की, तो उन्होंने अपने एक पोस्ट में लिखा, 280 characters are less to define a human being, but 280 characters are more than enough to spread fake news, hatred and negativity. Didn't sign up for this nasty herd mentality. खुदा हाफिज. वहीं साकिब सलीम ने इस लंबे चौड़े पोस्ट में ट्विटर को छोड़ने के अपने फैसले को किया एक्सप्लेन. वहीं डायरेक्टर मुदस्सिर अजीज, जो कि पहले ही ट्विटर क्विट कर चुके हैं, उन्होंने इंस्टाग्राम को भी छोड़ने का डिसीजन ले लिया है. इससे पहले सोनाक्षी सिन्हा ने एक हार्ड हिटिंग पोस्ट के साथ अपने सोशल मीडिया हैंडल को डीएक्टिवेट करने का फैसला लिया था. सुशांत सिंह राजपूत की डिमाइस ने बॉलीवुड में एक बहुत बड़ा डिबेट शुरू कर दिया है, लेकिन फिलहाल इस डिबेट का कुछ आउटकम नहीं निकल रहा, क्योंकि सिर्फ ब्लेम गेम जारी है और सिविल तरीके से डिस्कशन करने की जगह लोग अब्यूज कर रहे हैं. अलग सोच और अलग व्यू पॉइंट रखना कोई गलत बात नहीं और हर तरह के इशू पर बात होनी चाहिए, लेकिन अब्यूज, थ्रेट किसी भी तरह के प्रॉब्लम का सलूशन नहीं है. up on the show, Rakulpreet Singh ने कैसे celebrate किया Father's Day?
Happy Father's Day, Bobby.
Thank you. It'd be a concern of any of my relatives or friends. You know, so we had an instance where a couple of people remarked, this is not done in our families and all that. I had none of your business. I mean, nobody could. You see, I have a kind of personality that nobody tells me things directly.
It makes me really proud that he served the nation, and he's a man of his words, and everything that he's done and the way he's brought us up.
Allow our children the space to grow. They can do wonders if we give them the freedom to pursue their passions. They can do wonders. I was from a service background. I had no clue of the movies, and I wouldn't have ever imagined that my daughter or my son would be in this industry, not defending their own nation. And here this army is fighting to defend our own boundaries, and people here are not concerned that much. Recently, yes, because of the media doing a great job, something is known. But I think there's more that we can do for our men and our and their families.
Welcome to Speakeasy. My name is Rajani, and I'm with a fantastic father-daughter duo. I'm with Rakulpreet Singh and wonderful father, Colonel KJ Singh. Thank you so much for doing this. Happy Father's Day.
Thank you so much,
Thank you, Rajani. Thanks for having us.
The word father and the entire day of Father's Day is about the men in our lives who we really look up to, right? After we are sort of born, right?
Of course. And I think my dad has set the boundary pretty high. I mean, the level is really difficult to reach. So I just feel that there are not men with enough depth around. And absolutely, you look up when you meet new people, you sort of, especially for your partners, I think every girl looks up to her father and wants a guy to, have the qualities that your father has, which is why I guess I'm having a tough time.
She told me about how difficult sometimes it used to be, because when you were posted in remote areas, when you were posted far away, it used to be difficult because, they're always constantly worrying. What were the thoughts that goes through you at that time when you were in those positions?
No, you see, difficulty becomes a way of life when you are serving in an organization. And our wives play a very important role. They do get used to this kind of routine or this kind of an environment, where the next moment is not known, what information they're going to receive anytime. So as far as we are concerned, we lived in present. We don't. It's always better to live in present rather than thinking or imagining of things which can happen later on. So yeah, that's how it is. Better for everybody. You be prepared. Have your will in place, have your things in place, but be prepared for the worst. But live in present.
And also, I'd like to thank you, and especially to everybody, especially in times like this, like, I saw Rakul's, Rakul, I saw your post, and, I completely relate to that on what's happening today, right?
Yes.
It sort of puts perspective into how much we sometimes forget that there are people fighting for us in the borders while we are really comfortably sitting at homes, isn't it?
Absolutely, Rudrani. I think it really hurt me. It's painful to see what's happening right now, and a lot of us don't even know what it takes for the forces, for the armed people to be there at the borders. What is at stake. People are being asked to keep themselves safe by staying at home, and that's difficult for them. And there you have the officers fighting on the borders just so that you're safe. So there's it's sad that people don't understand what goes into it, but yeah, that's what it is.
Officers and men too.
Officers and men, I mean everybody in the forces.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, everybody.
Would you like to add to that, Colonel Singh?
No, I think she's fine. I think the nation needs to be more aware and more grateful to these people who are giving their everything for the nation.
Right.
Yeah.
I think in the West, I mean, especially the US, the armed forces are really celebrated. Everybody knows and looks up to them, and in India, it's really unfortunate that we don't even know what the rank system is. Trust me, a lot of people wouldn't know
Yeah.
basics like that. So,
And the tragedy is that U.S. Army has never fought a war to defend its own nation.
Yeah.
They have been defending the national policies abroad, but
Yeah.
but not defending their own nation. And here this army is fighting to defend our own boundaries, and people here are not concerned that much. Recently, yes, because of the media doing a great job, something is known. But I think there's more that we can do for our
armed
men
forces, yeah.
and our and their families, which are left behind, and their children, who need the support and the guidance. There's a lot we can do.
It's one confession from Rakul that you might have done in the past, and and probably add your little Father's Day message for him. Something that he doesn't know at all about you. You might have lied as a child or something, and today
this is not part of the deal. Why do I have to make a confession? I'm sure they know, but you bunked school, you bunked college, and it's not. But I was a very good child. I don't think I've been very notorious, and I think my dad would agree. I was not the rebel in the house. So
Yeah.
if they said don't do this. Yeah, if they said don't do this, I used to be like, okay, fine. Who's going to get into conversations, and I won't do it. Or I would slyly do it sometimes. It was so now, but now I've just been so consumed with work. There's nothing that I have to really, I mean, they know it all. Yeah.
You know what? I still give her 10 out of 10 because that's part of growing up.
Yeah.
If you don't do these things at the right age, then you will end up doing it later, or you will feel that you missed something.
This he never told me then, huh? He's telling me now when I can't bunk anything. When there's
So
no
we've been doing it as kids, So but then I can't tell them.
But so sweet.
But I have to tell you one thing. There was this one time that I was bunking in school, okay? I don't think I've spoken about this before, ever. And I was bunking in school, me and my another best friend, and we were caught bunking. So I was the sports captain, and I was debadged for about 14 days. And I didn't tell dad because, we had a separate tie for being a prefect or, sports captain. So I borrowed another prefect's tie and I went home and I didn't tell my parents. Turns out that he was called to school for something else that my brother had done because he was the notorious one. And the vice principal says, and we were both very popular kids in school. So she just mentions to my dad, this is 1 week after this happened, that did Rakul inform you? And my dad said, so that came as a shock to him. But he actually took my side. And, I said, no, I had a migraine headache and, this happened and me and Anika were bunking and blah, blah, blah. So later my dad said, this time I've saved you, next time be honest with me. And I was like, okay, so he actually saved me there. But at home I said,
I think
be
it's very
honest.
cool.
I guess, because I think when you try to contain the child too much or you try to restrict, that's when you want to do, why have I been said no? But I think we had all the freedom, my parents used to just say, just tell us. And that's it.
Because what are the few qualities that you feel, your father has that sort of always stood out for you, and we were discussing about how difficult and how you set the bar high, but what are those qualities? What are those moments in his life that you sort of take inspiration from?
I think, Rudrani, a lot of things. I've always said this in every interview that I don't think I could have done an iota of work if I didn't have my dad's support, and even today, no matter what it is, I discuss my contracts with him. I discuss, if I'm confused with scripts, sometimes I'll just email it to him. Why don't you give it a read also? Get like an audience feedback, get like dad's feedback. So I think he's always been my constant support where I don't take a major decision without discussion with him. And one thing which has always surprised me is which I asked him, how do you know everything about everything? Like about the US politics, and then you know about China, and then you know about this and that, and about, which is not even his department, his expertise. So I think that's something I really, really admire. And that's what drives me also to sort of keep my myself brushed up with what's happening around my current affairs should be in place, because I know that my dad would know it. So, and even if I don't know it, I can just ask him, Acha Baba, what exactly happened here? So, he'd know. So I really think that knowledge and that in depth that he gets into everything is something that really, really inspires me. And that's one quality which you don't find in people today. Everything is just so superficial, and they're just scratching the surface of the matter and not really getting into depth of it. That's the biggest quality that I don't find.
But that's fantastic.
I find her right from the beginning. She's a very sincere child. Right, whatever she does, whether it was her homework or it was our relationship or as a sister or whatever, she has done with utmost sincerity. I'll tell you a small thing. She was not even 2 years, when we were in Bangalore and went to some mall, and she wanted to fiddle with some toys which are displayed there, and we just told her once that don't touch, and next time when we visited the same place or any other place like that, and she would tell other people also, somebody was touching, no touch, no touch. So that's, I think, the sincerity is ingrained in her.
And that's amazing. I think it's when you're well brought up,
But I was always a drama queen. I think that also he would say that. I think that being an actor was something that
she would like to draw attention. So if we are, as a toddler, if we are around and we've not looked at her for a while or not spoken to her for a while, she will just fall down and she'll say, "Bobby Gigya, Bobby." We should call her Bobby, So Bobby Gigya, and if we don't listen, then she start crying. And if we listen, oh, kya hua, then she's okay.
Yeah, little attention seeker I was.
No, but that's okay. See, you utilize it in the best way. You aren't in the very most positive way.
Yeah. I mean, direction, it's channel it in the right direction.
Channelize it. But, I of course know that you've been really, really supportive during her journey. When people are, so easy to sort of pass comments and not support, how did you sort of, at that time give it back to them?
No, we, I really don't have to give it back to anybody. It is my child and it is the child's life, and the child has to decide what she wants in life, why should it be a concern of any of my relatives or friends? So we had an instance where a couple of people remarked, this is not done in our families and all that. I had none of your business. I mean, nobody could. You see, I have a kind of personality that nobody tells me things directly. Because they know they'll get it back.